It's me again, Chris Brown. This video here is for the Trayvon Martin murder. It was a murder. Here, this poor kid's just walking through a neighborhood. It looks like a housing complex. And a guy that wants to be a security guard one day, possibly even a cop, decides to approach him and start asking him questions. And the kid probably felt threatened. The thing that we got to look into on this one is nobody's saying what kind of car that Zimmerman was driving, not saying what kind of clothes Zimmerman is wearing at the time, and what actually he said to Trayvon. Now, with that being said, if you're on a watch or neighborhood watch program right now, it's best that you do that. Wear something, something like a reflective vest, something like a construction worker would wear if you're on neighborhood watch. Make your presence be known that way. Don't just wear anything and come out onto the street and think that you're now a cop. Alright? And it's a shame. Kid's 17 years old. I mean, I've had situations like that happen to me when I was 17. Now, do I look suspect right now? Do I look like I'm going to do something? No, I don't think so. I think that I'm just cold, you know. Need to put my hood up, you know. Don't want to catch a cold. But it's a shame. It's a real shame. And the movement for this kid is grown so big in the past week or so. It's unbelievable. And he's going to go down. I mean, his memory is going to live on for years to come for this. But what would make everybody happy right now? If Zimmerman was arrested for the murder. If he would go to jail for the murder. Because if you look at your Florida law on this, you got to look at every other murder case now. If he gets arrested, you got to look at a lot of murder cases right now in Florida. Was the guy that killed him, was he provoked? You know? Was it one of those kind of things where somebody provoked somebody into killing the other person because of that stand your ground law? Because that would make a lot of murderers that are sitting in jail right now free. And that's the thing that the cops are probably looking at. And then everybody's looking at right now. Because you could be walking down the street and somebody starts a conversation with you or confrontation, and next thing you know, you're pulling out guns and you're shooting each other. Is that gang violence? Is that street violence? Or hey, is it just you standing your ground? You know? I mean, it's really going to play into that factor right now. There's a lot of aspects on this situation that people ain't looking into. But like I said, I want to know what the guy was wearing, what kind of car the guy is driving. Because if I was a 17-year-old kid and some guy follow me around in just a regular car, comes walking up to me, yeah, it's going to be a confrontation. You know? I've had that happen before. I've had people stop up in that and start asking questions, you know, when I was 17. Now me, I looked suspect when I was 17 all the time because I had a leather jacket with a jeans jacket over the back and metal stuff written on it and whatnot, and it happened when I was 17. 3 boys out there in Tennessee got arrested. And they got sent to prison for 18 years. For the past 18 years, them boys have been sitting in prison because they were accused of killing 3 little Boy Scouts. You know, West Memphis 3. And that's because they look suspect. So, I mean, just this hoodie, it can make you look suspect. It may not make you look suspect. It all depends on who's wearing it and where they're at. I've seen kids down in, when I lived down in Myrtle Beach, you know, white kids walking around with hoodies on. But if they looked like they was up to no good, they looked like they was up to no good, you know? When I was working at this mall, it was like you want to look out for stuff like that. Because it's like I wasn't a security guard or anything, but I was looking out for these kids, you know? One thing is you want to make sure that either A, they're not doing something mischief, or B, that they make it to their destination all right. And that's what this neighborhood watch guy should have done, Zimmerman. If he was going to approach him, he should have said, hey, are you all right? And, you want me to walk you back to your house? That's what he should have said. That's what he should have done. That's what neighborhood watch is for. That's what being a security guard is for. If you just play it cool and you walk with the person for a couple minutes and then you get them back to where they're going, that solves the problem a little bit easier than sitting there trying to start a conversation with them and a confrontation. And then the next thing you know, the poor kid's dead. You know? I think the guy just got, he got a runaround from a group of kids at one time that made him look stupid. He felt insecure, so he wanted to take one down and be a man. Be a big man about it. Now, if you live in that neighborhood down in Florida, then what I suggest that you ought to do is look into, or any neighborhood that you want to have a neighborhood watch program go on, go out there and get yourself a reflective vest. Sort of like what school crossing guards got. Construction workers. You know, they're $10 at Walmart. Go out there, get those. Wear those around your neighborhood. I mean, who is it? The Guardian Angels. Isn't it the Guardian Angels that sit back here and wear the red caps? You don't see them going out shooting people in that. No, they make their presence be known. That's what you got to do. I want to know what this guy was wearing, what kind of car he was driving. Somebody can find that out and let me know. Go right ahead. I'm on Facebook. I'll post how you can find me on Facebook. And it's a shame what happened to the kid, man. You know, but stuff like that goes down almost every day around in this country. Somewhere along the line, man. Look here in Pittsburgh. And that, if you guys really want to look at something really bad, look at Pittsburgh right now. We had a kid up here. He was walking home with a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. He's a straight A student, honor student, goes to a very good school. I think it's like a performing arts school, making good grades. Three cops get out, undercover cops get out of their car, start shit with them, and beat the shit out of this kid. All over a bottle of pop. Alright? A bottle of Mountain Dew. You know, I think that people get scared anymore. If I see people walking down the street and that, sure, I'm going to keep my guard up, you know? But you just look at them and say, what's up? And then you'll know. Alright? You can walk anywhere or do anything. This here right here, this ain't nothing. This doesn't mean that somebody's guilty of something. This doesn't mean that somebody's automatically a criminal because they got their hood up. You know? I mean, my God. What kind of society are we living in today where people get petrified over this stuff? You know? I mean, the one that made it really bad to have a hoodie on was the Unabomber, if you remember him. So that's what everybody always said, man. You look like the Unabomber. Half of these kids out there today don't even know who the hell Ted Kaczynski was. So, anyways, enough rambling on. I feel bad for his family. You know, I really do. The kid was 17 years old. And then his girlfriend's on the phone with him and everything like that whenever this goes down. I mean, like I said, look at the news. Go to WTAE Channel 4 website for Pittsburgh. And then look up about this dude up here in Pittsburgh that got the shit kicked out of him by 3 cops. And they got away with it, by the way. Now the kid's trying to sue the cops. The city said it was justifiable. I don't understand how, but yeah, I mean, they really beat the shit out of this kid. All for having a bottle of pop. And it goes down, man. It goes down every day out there in this world. Alright? So, be safe if you're wearing a hood. Always watch your back. And if somebody comes up to start a conversation with you or confrontation with you, whatever it may be, just be there like, hey man, I gots to go. You know, unless they identify themselves as being a superior in that, a regular cop, and show you a badge, just leave. All right, play it safe. Keep your guard up. You know what I mean? Keep your guard up. Keep your head up. You got to walk into a building if you're wearing a hoodie. You got to walk into a building, put the hood up, put the hood down. I mean, so people don't look at you kind of weird. But anyways, that's about it. I'll talk to y'all later, and my condolences to his family. Bye.